So today I'm revealing the truth, the 7 golden principles, things that I've learned while creating YouTube videos for about 30 days now. Also, stick around with me to the end for a bonus tip. So here's the truth. Nobody cares about your videos, or maybe it's you care about the wrong thing. What does that mean exactly? You could be focusing on, do people enjoy my video? Am I embarrassed to create this video? What do people think of me? And the problem is you're just focusing on the wrong thing. You need to put your energy into the correct areas. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that, what I do to do that, and how I've improved myself each step of the way. So at the end of the day, you know, your friends and family, they're gonna watch the videos, but they're gonna be mostly supportive. And if they give you any constructive criticism, it's good. You know, who cares? Ultimately, you're creating videos for one reason, right? That's to create videos because you enjoy them. So knowing that you don't have to care so much about what people think of you, and allows you to spend your time and energy on creating videos, one, that you enjoy, being passionate, and then depending on your reason why for doing this, you can decide if it's to be a passionate artist and that's the reason why you create videos, or if it's to try to make a business out of it, try to reach an audience, and try to strategically grow. So you can make the decision later on because you're putting your effort into that instead of worrying about what do people think, am I scared, am I embarrassed? Just take the leap and focus on yourself. The reason why you're doing it is for you. It's for you. So you have to do it for you. And once you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, improving every day, being all that you can be, is when you will realize it's not as bad as it seems. All right, so tip number 2, you have to remember, all men are created equal. Some just work harder in preseason. So what does that mean? That means that we all are starting from the same place. Some people are just putting more work and more effort in the beginning, in the preparation to create that video. Don't let it overwhelm you. Just put the effort in. In the beginning, I was like, I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna jump right into this. I'm gonna talk off the top of my head. And I failed miserably. I just got in front of the camera. I stuttered. I repeated myself. I was lost. I didn't know what to say. Now I put so much prep work in because it saves so much time in post-production. Do not underestimate how much preparation can save you. Build outlines, build scripts, build shot lists, put the effort in, do the research. What are other creators doing in their videos so that you can be successful? What are people putting in the comment section so that you formulate your video to match what people are excited about in other videos, to answer questions that people have about other videos? Remember, this is your craft and you have to perfect it. That's why you started in the first place. So tip number 3, like I said, is understanding your why. Is your why you're passionate about creating videos and being an artist and understanding cinematography? Or is your passion, I want to create a business, I want to find a new way, a side hustle, I want to grow something, I want to just document my life? I don't know. You have to figure out your reason why, because you can then determine you want to grow, right? If you're purely in this because you love creating videos, you want to document your life, then you're not going to care about how many views you're getting. You're going to find your natural audience and you're going to connect to them. You're not going to try to race the views and race the metrics. But if you're trying to grow it as quickly as possible like a business, then you're going to be paying attention to these things and you need to do your due diligence. That means understanding trending topics, understanding a lot of things, which will bring us into our next point, which is title and thumbnail description. It's a system. So if you decide you want to create videos because, one, you want to make a business, or you want to figure out how to change your life, or you want to start a side hustle, you have to work on the system. The systems are title and thumbnail. You know, what is going to make your viewer click? Otherwise, you're going to be very unhappy with the results. Personally, I've decided that I'm just going to put out 100 videos and just go crazy. Try anything and everything. Push the limits, push myself to get better, learn from each video, one step at a time, how to get better. And naturally, you'll see the mistakes that you're making, how to connect to people better, what videos are doing better and why they might be doing better, and listen to your viewers. If they're leaving comments, interact with them, see what they have to say. You can learn so much about yourself. So you can see in tons of my videos, actually right here, I have an outline with me. I have shot ideas. I have a script. I bring it with me to every video. In the beginning, I didn't do it at all. And literally, I just walked in circles, repeated myself over and over and over, and just was lost. And that's the worst feeling ever. And that's actually the feeling that I had going into YouTube to begin with. Once I treated it like a system, I realized that each video is like a product for my viewers. I absolutely poured way more effort into preparation and into creating the output, which is of course the video, the title, the thumbnail, and everything else along the way. So my next tip is to learn how to connect to your audience or keep their attention. You have to remember, when you're talking over camera, everything is muted. All emotion is muted, tone of your voice is muted, volume is muted, the message is muted. You have to exaggerate, like 10 times. You have to exaggerate your facial expressions, your excitement, the volume in your voice, the fluctuation in the tone of your voice has to be exaggerated. It's gonna come across super flat and boring, and you're gonna lose people in the first 30 seconds or less. I mean, if you don't believe me, check your retention curves. It can almost be disheartening, but you have to remember why you started in the first place, and that's because you're passionate about growing and becoming better, so you have to keep going. Don't let it slow you down, only let it motivate you to do better and work harder. All right, so tip number 6 is gear. Does gear matter? You're gonna see millions of people telling you it doesn't matter. Just get your phone. All you need is your phone. You know, and they're correct, but gear does matter. You have to think. Audio is so important, and sometimes audio on your phone is not that great. My biggest mistakes were thinking the gear doesn't matter. I'll just quickly grab a GoPro and I'll just record. And you know, when you're turning the camera around to face yourself and then you want to point it at what you're looking at and your voice just fades away and people can barely hear you, it becomes unwatchable. Nobody wants to stick around. So gear matters because you want a better product, a better output. You want something that's a bit more refined. Your gear is going to matter. So you're gonna have to figure out when you want to justify the cost and when you spend that money, what you're going to spend it on. I'm not saying you need a cinematic camera on day one. You are gonna want to pay attention to the small details so that you can really take your videos to the next step. Remember, each video, every piece of content that you create, you want to look at it like, how can I improve? And from that point, what can I do to do better on my next video? Remember, be better, work harder, be better, work harder. So my last tip is you got to find what makes you you, and you have to do some deep reflecting. It actually took me way longer than I'd like to admit to find what is my purpose for doing this. What do I want to share and why? Why would others want to view that? I'm not even sure I found the answer for that yet, but I'm just curious to share what I do. There has to be somebody out there that likes to work on similar things as me, do similar things as I like to do, so that we can share and connect upon our experiences, because ultimately that's why I'm doing this. So sit down and figure out what are your passion and just go all in, and you can explore all of your passion, all of your interests, because you have to make so many videos or you're never going to get any reaction anyway. So what makes me unique? I'm still not sure again that I found it all, but you know, I'm a new father. I'm taking advantage of moments like this so I can record a video, so I can share my experiences to let you know that you can do it. Don't let things stop you. I constantly am taking on new projects, and this is my latest new project, and I want to share what I've learned from it. That's why I'm doing what I've done. I'm sharing my experiences so that others hopefully can endure and be even more successful than I am. You know it's possible. You just have to start. You have to stay consistent, and you have to be passionate. Passionate, and it's so easy to be passionate when you're creating something. Passion is easily found in creation. I promise you, that is the number one golden nugget about this, is if you're passionate, it's so much easier. All right, so here is the bonus tip. Bonus tip is your brain and your ideas work so much better when you're in motion. All right, so take a chance to get outside, go for a walk, and think. I'm telling you, I swear there's studies about it. You can look it up. It's mentioned by so many people. Your brain works so much better when you're in motion. I feel like 1, it's stress relieving. 2, I don't know how it works. It does. You keep moving your body and your brain just works in motion. So go out there and find special moments. Get yourself in motion. Be passionate. Remember that the reason why you're doing this is so that you can become better, so that you can create things, so that you can see what you're able to do, and then you'll be able to connect to people. It's the natural beauty of it. You don't have to freak out about all the camera gear. You don't have to freak out about viral. Just put your attention into every detail of what you're creating. Learn from it. How can you improve upon it and cause yourself to become a better person, a better creator, and naturally everything will come together. So conquer that analysis paralysis, conquer that fear. Just get out there and do it for yourself. Don't worry about what others are thinking. Just perfect your craft. What is your why? And remember, the time you put in pre-production will save you so exorbitant, exponential amounts of time in post-production. So put that effort in and just get out there and practice. And remember, 100 videos. It does not even matter video 1 through 50. I'm telling you, I've created I don't even remember, 15 videos by now. None of them matter. They're barely getting views, but we're not stopping. We are in motion. Look at that. That's another reference back to being in motion. You gotta stay in motion, you know? And that's when you will see the fruits of your labor. All right, thank you for sticking it out with me on this one. I gotta let the little one sleep. Luckily, he hasn't woke up during this whole video, which is quite amazing. It's a beautiful day out. Winter's right around the corner, so really not looking forward to that. I gotta enjoy the sun while it's still here. and I'll see you guys on the next video. Good luck on your journeys. Let me know, you know, if I said something you think that is, you know, contrarian to what your beliefs are or what you've noticed in your work, let me know. Let's see. Everybody's gonna have a different path, and I'm curious what's working for others. I would love to hear your experiences. Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more about me, my business, and my projects. I'll see you guys on the next one.